What's up, guys? Adam here. Hope you all had a great Halloween. Welcome back to my channel. We'll start this video off with a little recap of Halloween 2021. So this is October 30th, the night before Halloween, and we are the Halloween house for our community. Actually, probably a few communities. Our numbers and name have grown over the last few years. It was a beautiful night, and I was outside busy setting things up, and there's our ghost. Everything that is not obviously store-bought, like that 12-foot ghost, I build myself. I try to build one large new prop a year, and I try and do it as cheap as possible. So supplies like foam brushes, paints, even styrofoam skulls, I will buy from the dollar store and doctor those up. I also build larger, more intricate props from scratch, and I will use wood from around the yard, and wood pallets, and styrofoam and boxes from work that I get for free. And up in those two large windows you just saw, I had flames in there on Halloween night. So we have an actual haunted house inside as well, that you have to go through the front door and come out the sun porch exit in order to get the good candy. And there's one of the props that I made 2 years ago. That's my Puritan witch burning on the stake. And there's the exit coming up there. So our haunted house is meant to scare you. We don't do anything cutesy and fun. When you go in there, you will be scared. But by the time you come out, you know, people are usually laughing and having a great time. Halloween has always been my favorite time of year, and my wife and I really try and put on a good show for the community. And our kids are getting more involved now too. There's all of us on Halloween day carving pumpkins. We carved 12 pumpkins for Halloween night. Then the kitchen becomes part of our haunted house. My Sleepy Hollow Scarecrow, I built him. This is the start to our haunted house, and me as Jason Voorhees in Friday the 13th Part 2, and I am hiding in the kitchen, waiting to scare anyone who dares enter. Okay, so on to the workout now. I did a quad focus workout comprised of 2 exercises, front squats and Bulgarian split squats. I wasn't sure how this workout would go, to be honest. Halloween is such a busy, stressful time for us. We have a great time doing it, but by the end of it, we are broken. And I was very sore the next day, and to go in and do front squats, I wasn't sure how it was going to go. So my plan was to gauge my workout based on my set with 225. If I had unracked the weight with 225 and it felt like a ton, that was not a good sign. But luckily, it came off the rack very light, and so things started to look up for me. You'll see that I'm hitting full depth, and I'm not wearing a belt. I leave my belt off as much as possible. One of the easiest ways to build your core muscles is to not wear your belt. And so I went as far as 315 here with no belt, and it was great. I mean, I sat right down on my calves and had no issues coming back up. So I said, screw it, and I threw on my belt and went for 337. And at this point, I did put the belt on because my core muscles were becoming taxed. The belt gives your abdominals something to push against. It keeps you more stable, more rigid. So if there are any beginners here wondering when to put your lifting belt on, that is when you can no longer brace properly and your core cannot support the weight. I finished off the workout with a great isolation movement, the dumbbell Bulgarian split squat, or just one-legged squats really. And I use one dumbbell at a time, and I hold onto the rack. And what that does is it allows me to not worry about the balance and to just focus on burning out the muscle. So again, for any of you beginners out there, you don't have to use 2 dumbbells and try and balance yourself on a bench. Just grab one dumbbell and keep the reps high. Really focus on isolating those quad muscles. And that was a great workout. That was the heaviest that I've gone in front squats since last March. And I maintained my strength really well throughout the summer. So things are looking up for the off season. I just needed 2 exercises for a great leg workout. If you found this helpful, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and give me a like and some comments. And stay tuned for episode 80 of The Ways.